Hello, guys, and welcome back to Shadow of Mordor. This is the last part of my appendicitis story and what happened. This part is a little bit more important to me than what I've talked about previously. All the rest of the stuff is important as well because I go through how it was going through my appendicitis and all that sort of stuff and the surgery and all that sort of stuff. But, excuse me, what I want to focus on now, I'm just updating everything, so don't worry about it. So what I want to focus on now, what is my recovery. Now, recovery from surgery is... that's a chieftain. Recovery from surgery is not... can sometimes be good and can sometimes go well. All in all, for a recovery, my recovery went well. It was quick. I kind of worked hard to get myself back to normal, and everything went well in terms of that sort of thing. But what I want to share with you guys is that people have surgeries all the time with different things. Some surgeries are obviously more difficult and have a longer recovery time than others. So I'm not saying that every surgery and every recovery is the same, because obviously they're not. But what I want to talk to you guys about is more so the mindset that you go through when you are recovering from surgery. Recovering from surgery is not... Recovering from surgery is not a pleasant thing to do, because what's actually happening is you are, most of the time, you are unable to move. You are unable to do what you would classify as normal movement. For me, I had stomach surgery, so and it was keyhole surgery. So my abdomen was, I don't know why I'm here. I had keyhole surgery. So basically what happens in keyhole surgery is they blow up your belly. So basically how keyhole surgery works is that dodge, come on. Basically how keyhole surgery works is they put 3 holes in your belly, blow up your belly, and then basically remove what they need to remove. But what actually happens is that your ab muscles get quite a bit of a workout, because everything is being moved around and your muscles become really sore and painful. Not like, well, they don't get sore and painful, they just get sore, and you pretty much have to build your strength back up. So that was basically what I had to do with my... I can't believe I missed twice. That's basically what I had to do with my appendix surgery. Was I had to rebuild my muscles and go back to where I was previously. Just let the monsters kill these people. So basically that was my surgery. Let's go free this guy. Drop that. Pull up that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm missing. There we go. yeah, so basically that was my that's what happens when you have keyhole surgery. You have less recovery because they're not doing an open cut, but you still do have some sort of recovery. So yeah, so that was my that's what happened. That's what I had to do basically to recover. Was I had to rebuild my muscles and get them back to the way they were. Now, when it comes to this sort of recovery, you can't really do what you think that you could do previously. You have a lot more. There's you have a lot of pain, and there's a lot of things that use your ab muscles that you don't think of. Like, for example, something as simple as peeing actually uses ab muscles. You wouldn't think that peeing uses that much ab muscles because you don't really think that you need to use your abs to pee. But yeah, you do. You, in some way, you do use your ab muscles to pee. In case you guys needed to know any of that, yeah, you do need your ab muscles to pee. So yeah, that was that was that. Doing stuff like that was made difficult because yeah, you have to use your ab muscles to do things you don't think you need to do. I got a little I got a little no, I wouldn't say depressed. I got very upset and very down on myself because of the fact that I couldn't do anything. I needed someone to help carry me to the toilet, which was either the nurse or when I got home, my wife helped me to the toilet, which, you know, through sickness and in health, I guess that's where that kind of comes from. Ooh, okay, I'll just let you guys fight. Yeah, so my wife helped me with all that sort of thing, which was, I don't know how I would have done it without her, but yeah, so when it comes to this type of surgery, that's basically your mindset. You pretty much you're pretty much not yourself. You become very unhappy and depressed because you can't actually do what you used to do, and you feel kind of useless and not trying to think of what the right word is. You just feel kind of useless and that you're more like you're a burden to people around you because you are reliant on other people to help you out. It does kind of feel that you're a burden on them. But what I want to say to people who have had stomach surgery and that sort of stuff is that you're not a burden to these people. They're actually doing it because they want to help and they love you. So don't feel like you're a burden on these people, because if you've got someone there that's willing to help you, let them help you. Don't try and be all tough and, oh, I can do this all on my own, I don't need anybody to help me. Let them help you. It'll make your recovery a lot smoother and a lot easier on both of you. You don't really want to get into arguments and fights with either your partner or whoever's helping you. You don't really want to do that, because it's not really, it's not a good idea. Just let them help you and you know, I'd say get over it and let them help you. But people in this situation, that's their kind of mindset. You feel kind of disheartened. No, that's not a word. You just feel down. You feel down on yourself, and you don't want to. Ooh, what have I stumbled into? yeah, you feel down on yourself and you just want to get back to normal, which is good, but they do feel a little discouraged and sometimes depressed, depending on the type of surgery as well. I'm just gonna run in here and let the goblins fight the... Sneak in here. Cool. Yeah, so what I would recommend is you just kind of talk to them and try and make them feel a little better and a little happier. Yeah, that's pretty much my advice, and more or less the end of this series is that people who have these types of surgeries, they don't always feel great, and you know, they're gonna have their bad days where, you know, they might cry a little bit, you know, they might be a bit upset, they might be a little discouraged about their situation, but just supporting them and kind of saying, you know, that you're there for them and that sort of thing. Don't say to them, you know, how they feel, because that never helps. Like, even if you have gone through the surgery, like, even if I've, you know, even if someone I know, even if, for example, if my wife had appendicitis and I was looking after her, me saying I know how it feels isn't going to really help the situation. It just more infuriates the person. Even you know, I had somebody say to me that they know how it feels to be, you know, I had someone say to me, oh, you know, I've been through the surgery before, so I know how it feels. It just kind of peeved me off a little bit more, because it's kind of, you kind of don't feel like anybody understands, when you're going through the pain, you kind of don't feel like anybody kind of understands how painful it is. So yeah, even if you have gone through the surgery, saying I know how it feels isn't really going to help that much, because it just makes them a bit more angry. So yeah, I would probably say don't say that. But just supporting them, and then kind of trying to get them to talk to you, and so that you can understand their pain a little bit more. That goes a long way. But in the end, just be there for them, look after them, and people who are currently going through it or have gone through it, you know, just let whoever's looking after you, just let them look after you. Don't try and be tough. Don't try and be, you know, prideful and be like, oh, I can do this on my own. Just let them help you, and it will make everything so much easier. So that's all I wanted to say with this video. That's probably about it for now. Yeah, so until next video, I will see you guys later.